All right, we are officially back with comedian John Gilligan. How you doing, brother?
Good. Living the life in Las Vegas.
Yeah, man. How long have you been out there?
Over 15 years. I was a construction worker, and it was a great place to come back then.
Ah, that's how you worked it. I didn't know if you did comedy before you went there, or did you start after you got out there?
Yeah, I got into it when I was out here. I tried it years ago in New York, and then I got into the unions and physically couldn't do both.
Nice.
So I raised a family and came back to comedy.
Cool, man. That's why I didn't know if you'd already established an audience in New York before you went out there or not.
No, just people who don't like me.
Yeah, I got a lot of those too. I got a lot of those.
I guess
it's
so.
So easy in New York because you're raised to look for the negative. Look at this fat bastard crossing the street. What does he think he's doing?
Look at this piece of shit. Exactly.
Who are you to look at me with that face when you're ugly?
I was gonna say too. Were both your parents cops?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they both retired NYPD. My mother was a detective.
Wow. Did you ever pull one over on them? Like, that would be...
Are you kidding me? They played good cop, bad cop with me. Your mother wants to punish you for 2 months. You tell me who broke the window. I'll have you out Monday.
You make a deal? A plea bargain?
Plea bargain. I'm a professional with the habeas corpus.
Now, did you ever want to be a cop, or were you just like, nah, fuck that shit?
I did, and this is a story I've never told anywhere, but I tried 4 times and failed the psychological every time.
Wow. How come?
They're like, what do? You see a guy in an alley. Shoot him. No. We don't shoot. That's like your 5th answer you're supposed to go to. Taser, nightclub, handcuffs, backup,
Fuck, man.
After the last time I found it, you're like, comedy. That's
yeah. So much safer for other people.
Fuck, man. I would approve you. I'd hire you as a cop.
That's funny because I do recognize guilty people right off the bat. That's why I don't ever have to.
Good judge of character.
Yeah, I'm a psycho magnet is what I am.
Oh, man.
Fuck, I know that feeling.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, then he looks over at me.
I look over at her.
Like glares.
So how many of you guys are listening in with us today? Who do I need to introduce myself to?
We got a couple buddies from a show called Ice in the Face. Rick and Sarah, they're in live. And we got Slim. He's always here.
My name's
this
in
is
the
awesome.
show.
I'm very excited about this all day.
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure. So where are you guys headquartered?
Jersey.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
So you
South Jersey.
guys are just a little bit better than most New Yorkers.
We use the word fuck a little more eloquently.
Murderous rage.
We smell a little less garbagey.
Yeah.
You guys?
Do you ever come back out here, John? Oh,
we
he's
lost
like,
him.
fuck you, you're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's New York's curb.
Call us back, bro. Or did the internet go out?
I'm still
I don't
streaming
think so.
live, so.
You want cross streams?
Yes.
All right.
Across the streams.
That's the issue. I'm crossing streams. I have too many streams going at once.
I got a nice healthy stream. Fuck, bro.
Good for you. I mean, I feel like the older I get, the more I'm pushing. I just...
No, I don't want to see your Pog collection. No, I don't.
John, you there?
Hey, seems like we had some technical difficulties.
We did. I thought it was because we were from Jersey. You're just like, fuck these guys.
You guys are from Jersey. Goodbye.
I didn't know it was that kind of party. Sorry.
You guys are only good for spumoni and garbage dumping.
Whatever the fuck that means.
And pine trees, baseball dirt. You guys actually got a lot of great stuff in Jersey.
Oh, man. I saw, too, John, you said you got paralyzed stealing boulders.
As a matter of fact, I did. That's one of my favorite stories to tell. I usually refer to it as a construction accident, but whatever.
That sounds way weaker.
It does, right? Yeah, I got drunk back 2003, and I went out and loaded up my truck with landscape boulders. I found the fence and went through, and then I didn't unload them while I was still drunk and had the drunk strength. I went out the next morning, and when I twisted my back, a disc popped out from in between two vertebrae, and they clamped down on the nerve, shut me down from the waist down, but I had a boulder in my hand like a dick.
I didn't know if it was like
Jackass.
I didn't know if it was like why you were stealing it. If you just got frozen there and like got busted.
I think it was worse that I made it home and couldn't unload my stolen goods. Oh man! And then the story gets even better. Now I got to go in and have a surgery. They cut me open front and back, and they replaced 3 discs altogether. And they close me up with stainless steel staples. And when they wake me up, I can't catch my breath. They think I'm having a blood clot. They put me on an MRI and set me on fire.
Set you on fire?
What?
Yeah, there's 2 rules for an MRI. I don't know if you've ever had one.
You're not supposed to have metal. I had to take my nose ring out for that.
Yeah.
Because it's just magnets.
Plus,
so.
the guy was holding a boulder the whole time.
Did it rip the staples out?
It didn't rip them out. They just turned bright red and then set me on fire. They got that hot, conducting electricity and magnetism. I raised my hand. The lady's like, "What seems to be the problem?" I said, "I'm on fire." She goes, "That's perfectly natural." I said, "Bullshit." I'm in construction. You come out here and urinate on me to prevent infection or whatever.
Yo, this guy's straight up New York, too. He's like, I broke my back with a boulder. They put some staples in me. Ah, fuck it. Get out of here. It's awesome, dude.
Oh, man.
Life is an adventure, and I keep
Yeah.
fucking it up somehow. Watching it from the sidelines with my foot in a cast.
Oh, shit. Do you tour internationally, John?
I do. Actually, I got to do the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. That's nuts.
Yeah? Where's that?
There's just Scotland. Edinburgh, Scotland.
Wow.
It's everybody. There's singers. There's comedians. They're out there selling their show. They perform 30 nights in a row, all on volunteer money.
Wow.
Yeah, they got a hell of a fucking comedy scene out there, too.
Yeah, so I got to do stand-up Antwerp when I was in Belgium. I performed in Cologne, Germany, Berlin, Dusseldorf, Amsterdam. That was phenomenal.
That's fucking awesome, dude. What was your favorite place?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd have to say stand-up Antwerp was one of the coolest. It was a great, great crowd. They gave us a huge hotel room each, but it was in a bomb shelter under a bookstore from World War II. It was a legitimate bomb shelter.
Holy shit.
In the Diamond District in Antwerp, Belgium. It was wild.
Wow. That's crazy. What's the craziest thing you've seen traveling for comedy?
Oh, this is a great story. Now, I went the following year for 5 weeks to do comedy, and I stopped in Dublin to do shows on the first week and the last week. The day I get to Dublin, this guy turns up shot to death in a park over there, and his enemy is coincidentally named John Gilligan. I don't know that. I go out drinking, come back drunk, and the Irish police are waiting in the lobby to talk to me. So we have a few words. They go and report to Scotland Yard, who tells the FBI we have an American named John Gilligan, and they said, "That's funny. We have a construction worker from New York who ended up with an organized crime jacket as an organized crime associate. Is it the same guy?" It was the same guy. I was on a job that they shut down. The FBI and the U.S. Marshals came and shut us down. We were in the paper. It said, "Is the mafia really building a federal prison?" And we were. I'm not in the mafia, but
I was working for them. They paid good.
my union was, the Cement and Concrete Workers Union in New York City. That changes a murder investigation.
I just wanted to tell jokes. Fuck.
Yeah, so I actually got to see Interpol climb out my hotel window. In Amsterdam. Yeah, I was up on the second floor. They broke in. I only knew they were in the room once before because my notes are out of order. And I was like, either you guys have ghosts or somebody's in there messing with my stuff.
You gotta fix my set.
I got followed around for 5 weeks and then posed for pictures the last day.
Did you sign any autographs?
I know. Well, the guy was like, "You better not publish these pictures of us." Right on.
Oh man, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
How long did you do construction for?
Oh, from 1989 when I got out of the military. I'm a bit of a war hero. I served in the big one, Panama. You're welcome.
Were you injured in the military?
As a matter of fact, twice. The first time
He
I
was
got
stealing boulders.
That's where I learned it.
Enemy boulders.
Once I suffered military boulders.
Military grade.
They're camouflage. You can't see them.
What's that, John?
I said I suffered third-degree burns once, over 40% of my body.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was snorkeling in St. Thomas. For your freedom, no.
Thank you.
And then the next time I got injured, it was even worse. I got hit by a car in a crosswalk.
Oh, no. Were you texting?
No, in 1987, we didn't even have that technology. The lady was fiddling with her radio and didn't know that everybody else was stopped. I walked out from in front of a truck, and she blasted me. I heard the brakes go up. I looked over. I always thought I would just Bruce Lee over the roof and kick your ass. That's not even close to what you do. You make a noise like a 3-year-old girl. Ice cream, and you try and stop the car with that same noise. I put out my hand like a man.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
Yeah.
How long were you laid up from that?
Oh, just a matter of weeks. 2 weeks from that. I fractured my skull and broke some bones in my hand and my face. It was nothing.
I was going to say, you're saying like, whatever.
Walked it off.
Just broke everything. No big deal.
Just another day.
Good practice for paralyzing yourself.
I have a question. You guys mind?
Not at all.
With stand-up comedy, there seems to be this like increasing problem with hecklers. And I'm wondering if the heckling overseas is the same as it is here, or your view on that, how you handle it.
Okay, two-part question. First one, overseas, they are so respectful of the craft that they do not heckle you.
Mm-hmm.
They will remember what you said, and they will introduce it to you afterwards.
Wow.
As an issue, but they know to. And here, I mean, I look like an army general, and I sound like a construction foreman, so I kind of steamroll through objections as I go. And I found the easiest way to deal with a heckler is to just barely deal with them.
Nice. Yeah, don't even acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with hecklers than somebody's family, though. You're not going to make fun of us, are you? You're probably writing a joke in your head right now. No. It took me 4 years to come up with what I have.
John, I wanted to ask, too, I heard you say you were attacked by a falcon?
This is true, yes. You weren't?
No, I've never been attacked by a falcon.
Not for several weeks.
Yeah, my buddy Mark, his father was a crazy artist. He painted postage stamps for African countries, and back in the 80s, they paid him in gold and ivory that they smuggled out in diplomatic pouches. The dude only had one eye, so the depth perception on these stamps wasn't really there. But it was the 80s. There was no political correctness. His name was Richard. I called him One-Eyed Dick the Bone Smuggler because it was a pair of homo jokes rolled into one. And the house next to theirs burned down in New York, so they bought the lot, and they used to keep chickens and goats, ducks, farm animals that they could eat. They ate the eggs. And he adopted a falcon, but I didn't know that. We walked in the house, and my friend Mark, who's 5'9", he says, "Duck." I didn't want to step on a duck. So I looked for one, and a falcon tore a chunk out of the side of my head. He said, "I said duck. My dad adopted a falcon. Anything over 5'9" is in his airspace." I said, "You jerk! If you'd have said falcon, I would have fucking ducked."
It's like, dude, I just got this head replaced.
There it is.
Just feeling right after the accident.
Oh my God, bro.
Miserable fucking day.
Our intern just walked in, John.
Just try bringing down the vibe, like, instantly.
Let's treat him like a heckler and not acknowledge him.
You sit down.
Oh man, that's great. Are you married, John?
I am. I'm married for almost 25 years. I have 3 kids. And I don't usually talk about the kids, but they're probably not listening to this anyway.
Nobody listens to us. Don't worry.
Yeah, right? The youngest one is crazy. He's got a little bit of me in him. He was 3 years old, and we were watching TV, and he looked at me. He said, "Can I say a curse?" And I thought that was the cutest thing he'd ever said to me. You know, a little bonding time. And I said yes, and he said, "Thank you, shitface."
John, hold on for 1 second. I gotta make an order. Yo, Slambo, get me one of those sea roses you brought in.
And get me and Rick a rock.
All right.
Thank you.
Rock too?
All right.
What?
You want a rock too?
Me and Rick.
All right.
2 rocks.
2 rocks.
2 rocks and a sea rose.
And a Slimbos.
All right.
Is it hard, John? Is it hard keeping your relationship being on the road a lot, or is that better?
Sometimes it's better, I'm going to be honest with you. 'cause after a
Most
while-
marriages are better where you don't have to be in the same house.
Yes. Just bear in mind that I have some brain damage.
From falcons and
You ever use I'd use the brain damage as an excuse.
Being
yeah.
on fire.
Here comes the story behind the brain damage.
Thanks, brother.
In 2011, I had a massive heart attack caused by a prescription pill, and it caused brain injury.
Oh, wait. So, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm actually a patient at the Lou Ruvo Brain Center in Las Vegas. Like, my brain is like a wiffle ball full of soup. You'll get some soup, just not all of it.
At this point, I'm just waiting for you to tell us like you were buried alive at one point. Like,
I did step in quicksand once.
No, I didn't even think that really existed.
It does, actually.
Yes,
Looney Tunes.
Right, yeah.
Six in there, and Daffy Duck is in there. Like, fuck.
There's an Acme crate. How did you get out of that? How'd you get out of the quicksand?
the Falcon came and pulled him out.
Holding
yeah,
himself
like
up on a
fucking
boulder.
Gandalf. Giant falcon just picked him up and flew away. Dropped him in New York.
Hey, bring me back my head chunk, you motherfucker.
I wonder what it tasted like to the Falcon, because he didn't come back for more either.
Just,
He munched down on a staple, and that was enough.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. God damn. Oh.
You got to be careful. That's all I'm trying to say. The safest place in the world is about 14 inches away from me.
Wow. How many surgeries have you had altogether, John?
11. I've had a shoulder, the 2 back surgeries. I had a second back surgery to take out all the hardware that they put in because it was front and back, and the back part was uncomfortable. When they closed me up and moved me from the operating table to the gurney, they dropped me on the fucking floor.
Fuck.
Damn.
Right?
Wow, bro.
And remember, that's the good surgery, because the bad surgery, they set me on fire first. And then when they brought me upstairs, the lady was fixing my stockings and her hand slipped, and she punched me in the balls.
Could you feel it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, those work.
I don't know if you had like
Yeah.
an epidural or anything.
I did have one once.
No way.
I swear, when I had my first surgery for my knee was at the VA hospital in New York, and they wanted to try new battlefield technique, which was run around and just give massive amounts of epidurals to people so they don't feel the pain, no screaming, no discomfort, whatever it was. It didn't take. I felt the guy shaving my leg. He's like, you don't feel that. Yes, I do. So we played this game with a nail on the bottom of my foot. Where are you pointing now? That's my big toe, the ball of my foot, the heel. You're not touching me now. Oh, my God. Somebody give this guy 20 milligrams of Valium.
I didn't know if they just did another epidural.
Yeah, well, he tells me count backwards from 100. I said, all right, 199, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what now? And I really didn't care what now, but I figured I should ask. He said, Jesus, give him another 20 milligrams. That'll do it.
Just restart the count.
Yeah.
He told me just count down from 10 that time. I counted down from 10. I started asking him all kinds of questions, and he put a gas mask on my face and put me to sleep.
Wow.
And then I woke up covered in pee, and I wasn't sure if I even had testicles anymore. Like, you don't know if your lip is there after you leave the dentist.
I always picture those VA surgeries, or like people are like the surgeons like smoking a cigarette and they're cutting you open with a spoon and like.
Hey, everybody! I'm Colonel Dr. Nick.
Really, baby, I can prescribe anything.
Now you mention that, I should go to nursing school just to write prescriptions for myself.
It's a good side business.
Yeah.
So, John, how about this? Earlier in the show, we were talking about dudes breaking their dicks while having sex. Has that happened to you?
I was going to say.
I have sprained mine, yes. Yeah, it's an accidental thing, and it really hurts. It's like getting hit in the bicep with a golf club.
Wow, man.
Was it like a battering ram situation? Like you slipped out and hit between the two holes?
That's exactly what happened.
I knew it.
A slip and then a fold.
Oh, fuck, man. God damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Nothing you can do about it. I was on the bottom.
You're a marvel of modern science, John.
And she's like, just hold on, I'm almost done.
Right? Just let me finish, John.
I just need that bionic eye for golf.
And a hydraulic dick.
Someday.
We're all hoping for that day.
Oh, my God. We have a lot of pills for that. That was just what is it, Viagra and Cialis?
Cialis. That's a good one.
Right? That's the one with no rush.
Yeah, yup. You can take your time on the Cialis.
Yeah, take it
Viagra.
for breakfast and use it for dinner.
Viagra, you just got to get the poison out. But
Yeah.
So how's you go through a whole season of Breaking Bad? It should still be hard.
Oh, my. You know what I've been watching? I just started watching Shameless. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Everybody's telling me to watch that
I haven't
show.
seen that.
Oh, Lord. It's the only difference between me and Frank Gallagher is a couple of bottles of rum.
Oh, shit. Do you enjoy the drink, John?
I can't anymore. I love the drink. That's part of the problem, is I can only have a few because of this brain injury. Now I really feel it. I had quite a tolerance to the point where I could drink 22 beers a day. That wasn't a problem for me.
Wow.
No fuckers like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drug over the years?
Mushrooms.
Yeah, fucking A.
Oh, those are good. Those are good.
Yeah. I use medicinal marijuana. I don't like painkillers, and that's medicine to me. So I don't even consider that in the classes anymore.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the smartest I ever felt was on a half a hit of acid.
Why were mushrooms your favorite?
Just the way you commune with the world. You walk out the same door you walk out every day, and you're like, look at that bush. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Changes
come
your
down and
whole
you're like, look
outlook.
at this piece of shit.
I get this removed from the yard.
Look at this boulder.
What the fuck was I thinking?
Look at this boulder I stole.
Still right in front of my house. I walk outside. I'm like, you think you're better than me?
Oh, man. You rule, John. We have to wrap this up, dude, but where can everybody find you?
At John Gilligan 2 on Twitter. It would be great if people follow me. Twitter, Instagram. It's all at John Gilligan 2, the number 2. Some
Awesome.
bastard beat me to at John Gilligan.
The fucking murderer.
Yeah, it's probably him, the drug dealer.
Love you, John.
Oh, man, it's been great. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, brother.
Can't wait to talk to you again. Have fun. Be careful.
You too, man.
Later, man.